Hi guys, this week's weekly update includes roofing, fencing, horseback adventures, birthday celebrations and some adorable new arrivals. So let's dive in. So at the start of this week we had the farrier for all of the horses except for 2. So that took up a good few hours on Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon was spent working on the roof of pig shed number 1. So I've just finished checking the horses and they're all wrapping it up for the day, making sure everything's secure. Hello. And that's the progress on the roof. Roxy's still hard at it, cutting up the bleach for firewood. Oh, got wobble on just because I was watching, did you? And Thursday evening, I went to watch my first ever ballet, Romeo and Juliet, live streamed in English. Whilst I was out, Lexi made some art to represent World Happiness Day. I think she did quite a good job. And then on Friday morning, I was off out to design and create a new mosaic. So just coming to the end of Friday, sun is looking nice. We avoided the storm that was due for a couple of hours this evening so far anyway. So the first pig shed now has half of a new roof. So the back of it, the old valise has been taken off, the ridge has been taken off. The old valise from this side was all cut up last night ready for firewood. So really good to have Roxy and Lexi tidying up as we go along, because normally that's our biggest mistake, is that we crack on and leave a big trail of destruction behind us. So Mitch is just working on the other side sort of until tea time, and he'll finish that off tomorrow. So new tiles were picked up in a van this morning, the new overs. We've reused the underneath tiles that came off of other roofs, and the front half will be done tomorrow, and that's it really. Fencing in the green field got finished, so not only did I swap the tape for rope, Mitch has also put in extra posts. Is the electric off in here still? No. On? Mitch has also put in extra posts to protect the ditches that he dug out the other day with the digger. So I'll just take you across to show you. So last week when Mitch had the machines, he dug out some more ditches, but that means that they now need protecting from the horses. Because the mistake we made before is we spent a lot of time preparing and cleaning out ditches and then put the horses in, and the horses climbed in the ditches for all the sweet grass and stuff and wrecked them. So today Mitch has put in an extra post here. It's a bit wet, it's rained since earlier. It wasn't quite this soggy before when I was helping. Got my trainers on. But in this post here so that we can run the electric along and protect the new ditch extension. We also now have rope, so this is all new as of today, rope running along. These posts were already in, but the rope wasn't, so to protect this ditch. Put in a new gateway. So originally these fields, this field and this field, our green fields, were just one big one. And again, this bridge was all wrecked by the horses and they'd collapsed all of the drainage piping. So we've sort of reinforced
and remade the bridge.
Reinforced the bridge and hardcored and stone layered the bridge in the hope that that will, especially now as it's not going to be used as a walkway, it's just literally going to be used as an entrance and an exit. And then again, these posts were in all the way along the ditch, but the rope wasn't. So they've all gone in. We've added a middle rope to this existing brown tape. We decided to leave the brown tape on for now, because it is actually kind of the first thing that you will see eventually. and it's just a little bit nicer, but if it does become a problem with the wind, then we'll swap it for rope as well. We just put a middle strip on because we've decided to have a middle strip on all of the fields, but especially important because we've got a little miniature horse arriving over the weekend. They were supposed to arrive today, but we've had to delay because there was gusting winds of like 65, 70 kilometre hours this morning, and the storm planned for this afternoon, so we had to postpone. It wasn't really safe to transport the horses. And we now have 3 rows of rope across the front, also protecting the newly done ditch. And again, for now, we've left the brown tape at the front because it'll be the first thing that people see when they walk onto the yard eventually. Hey Anne, I think that's it for today, isn't it? You can say bye, guys. Friday the 21st was also World Down Syndrome Day, and there's always lots of funky socks in our house. So it's now Saturday morning. The weather has taken a bit of a turn. I think the bad weather that were due yesterday is probably catching up with us today. It's quite windy and rainy. It isn't great because we are moving everybody around fields. We're changing fields. So we've allocated about an hour for moving everybody around. I've got Jaspy. Roxy's bringing Cronk and Éclair. Come on, mister. Come on. That's Kiwi and Gordon's turn to move. Changing fields is always very exciting for everyone concerned. The weather finally improved, and on Sunday it was time to go and pick up 2 horses for a new client. So that was all very exciting, and luckily the transport went perfectly. Time to welcome the teeny tiny Lady Jane and Ted. Sunday the 23rd, and we've just spent about 3 hours tidying the tack room. We've even hung up the dustpan and the scissors, because we never find the scissors, spare head torch, spare leg straps. We're like organised within an inch of our life. Much to Anne's disappointment. As well as everything else, we managed to get a few pieces done for our 100-day project. Trying to keep on top of that, although not so easy when Mitch is home and we have so much to get on with. On Monday morning, Roxy had a lesson with Éclair and Cronk, but it was quite a milestone because her and Cronk did a little jump. Good boy, Cronky. So Monday the 24th of March, and most of the morning, or all of the morning, has been spent putting up the new fencing for the goat enclosure and defining the boundary for the front garden. So this is the inside of the pig shed that we've been putting the new roof on. So pig shed number 1. We got most of the rubbish out when we went to the tip, but there just remains a few boxes and things. I think they've actually been put back in since we emptied it, to be honest. The wood splitter is underneath that tote bag. An old sink. This is going to be broken out, I think, which is quite sad. I think we might look into the history of that. I'm quite interested by that. And then, yeah, because we need to have a look at the level of the floor, or the not level of the floor. So, yeah, my job is just to get rid of this rubbish, and then we can have a look at the levels and have a think about what the next steps are. So Monday afternoon, we did most of the tiles. So I cleaned off the old unders, passed them up to Mitch, and then got the new unders out of the van, the new overs out of the van, and passed them up. So luckily it's not far to pass them. We cleared out some more rubbish from inside the pig shed. So it's looking mostly clear now. Mitch has been spraying the wood, the chevrons that we've kept from the original roof, been spraying with xylophenol, I think it's called, that gets rid of any termites and woodworm and things like that. So it smells a bit in here at the moment. He's been taking the lid off of this. Monday evening after school, time to feed the new arrivals and try and bond with a slightly grumpy Lady Jane. Little Janie. Hello, little Janie. Hello. Hello. Hello, little Janie. Hello. Hey.
Baba, you can't run away.
Monday was also my birthday, so I was very lucky to have presents and cards to open on Monday evening. And I even got a new mountain block to use in the arena. And then Tuesday afternoon, her and Granny, I believe, helped with the next roof. So a beam had to be replaced in there unexpectedly, so that took a bit longer as far as I know. So the tiles from there came down to the tiles here to start to make a base for the patio that's going to go in the corner here. And then the new beam went in, valise, boards, felt, and then batons to hold the felt down. So this is our wood store. So the roof has been leaking for quite a long time in here, gradually getting worse, but don't think we realised quite how bad the beam was. So that's now been replaced with wood that we had in stock, luckily. And the water pipe has been carried through. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So also the tap. So we bought the fittings on Monday morning and we bought the netting for the back garden. We bought the fittings for an outside tap.
And there's even a gold thing on the base.
Yeah, so it's like a golden tap, which looks cool.
It's copper, isn't it?
And then today, it's brass, I think. Today, from what I can gather, Roxy has been making some cement for pointing, but I don't know where's she been pointing.
Somewhere. I think it's the other side.
Right, okay.
He's concreted the beam though.
Right, I'll have to ask Roxy. So it looks like Roxy's been filling in the gaps underneath the new roof on pig shed number 1.
And this little baby window.
Oh, and filling in the baby window. Oh, that's cute, isn't it?
There's still one missing, but...
Yeah, filling that in.
And along
And
here.
the bits. So yeah, all making good progress on the pig sheds. So this took a lot longer than it should have, really. But we now have a temporary filled divider, kind of in situ permanently, really, because going into the summer now, we're always going to have ponies that need to have restricted grass or be separated into smaller groups. One day, I would like to have wooden posts across a couple of the fields so that we do have 4 smaller paddocks. But it's not a priority. And the temporary PKs work, and that was Wednesday night's activities. We've got another busy week coming up as we finish off the pig shed and wrap up some things before Mitch heads back to work. I'm sure it'll be a hectic one, so stay tuned guys. Bye for now.